Hello, hello, welcome to JoJo Crosses. This is JoJo, and I am here on my forever island, and this is Cozy Cove, and we're just gonna do another day in the life on this island, and so hi, welcome. I got my little froggy outfit on today. I felt a little green, so not green in a bad way, just felt like wearing green, so anyways, let's check our mail and see what we got here. And I tried to open this a minute ago and then I realized. Okay, so I helped label yesterday. So I got myself some tickets to get some stuff in the boutique over there, Able Sisters. And then Bruce sent me something because I visited his house. So that's nice. Let's see what we got. I also need to put some of this stuff away and sell some things. Oh yeah, he sent me the KK Blues because my pockets were full when I was there. So let's check on my flower situation. I realized there's a few things I need to change about my flowers because I'm not doing a few things right. And so I'm definitely not going to get any of the special flowers with the way I have these. And you know what? I forgot to water these yesterday. That is exactly why there's like nothing going on in here. There was no rain. Look how many purple and blues I have though. Isn't that great? They've really been going to town. Yeah, this setup is wrong. I'm pretty sure these orange flowers need to be seeded red flowers to go with these purples. So anyways, there's a few different ways I guess you can go about trying to get a blue rose, but I don't know that any which way is better. I'm sure someone has investigated that. Well, here's my workshop. I was looking for this and now I can't put it away. Hold on, let me put some stuff in my cabinet here. I'll be right back. Let's head in and see what's in here. Ooh, okay, I like a few things I already see. I'm gonna sell some things. I've got to sell some shells and stuff like that. I've never caught this bug before ever, horned Hercules. I've always just gotten it like on a treasure island. And so I ended up getting that last night. I was so surprised. It was just sitting there on a tree, on a palm tree. I'm gonna buy this little boxy stool because they're cute. I'm gonna buy one of these little blood orange juices, and then I do need to buy some wrapping paper. I am getting low, and I gotta give my villagers their daily gifts. Their house will just be replaced. All right, let's go say hi to Sable. I don't like ignoring her. That's a cute little dress. I like that. We'll see what they have inside of the Able Sisters today. I've got some Taylor tickets burning a hole in my pocket, so we'll see about getting something with those. I always like the little flannels, especially like during the fall time. I like to wear those. What do I want? I could do the green. They don't really have anything to go with it. I also like these little simple polka dots. That's a terrible outfit. Well, I won't be wearing this today, but I do think these are cute little. That looks like Minnie Mouse. Yeah, I'm going to grab a couple of these, so I will be right back. All right, I finished up in Able Sisters, and it looks like KK is here today, Saturday. So I will have to go visit him tonight and get my freebie song because I'm trying to collect all the KK songs. And usually, if you talk to him and tell him to pick one, he usually picks one you don't have yet, which is nice. So that rocks, literally. All right, let's go into Nook Shopping, see what they have today. Ooh, I could use a couple of books. Let me see what else. To the Edge. Let me look and see if I own that one. Well, I do not, so I'm going to grab that. I'm also going to grab a couple of books because you can't have too many books, you know. So let me just head on over here. Let's check recycle while I'm here. Perfecto. It looks like I won't get to see Blue Bear or Ava, so those two are stuck here with KK. Oh, I forgot I'm giving them gyroids. I went through and I had a ton of extras, so I decided I was going to give them all some gyroids today, I think. Drake. Okay, and he's making a DIY, which is nice. So a wooden simple bed. I know it. Yeah, gosh darn it. I wish they would always give you new ones. That's annoying. They should always give you new ones until you get all of the DIYs, and then they can rotate back through and you get extras. Let's give him a gift and see what he gives me back here. We're still in the very introduction stages of friendship, so he's not going to give me a whole lot, I'm sure, but that's okay. A jumper work suit. Well, thanks, Quacko. All right. But I found what I hope is a fossil. There's one. So I have 1 out of 4. Got to hunt around a little bit. Oh, let me go check on Boots and give him his gift. I like all my little villagers right now. They're cute. I'm glad I've decided to only take, ones I like and stuff. And not just do all the pictures for all the villagers, because that would not be very good to have like truffles and stuff like that. That truffles, oh my gosh, that's like the worst, one of the worst. And chops, yeah, I don't want to have to get those. So I'm perfectly content not having every single villager's photo. Not to mention, I don't know where I would put them all. I guess you just put them in storage eventually, but I've been like putting the villagers that have been on my island, and look at that little flower. I'm so excited about that. Just so cool. Alright, there is fossil number 2 for the day. Here's my little pumpkin patch I have up here. These are just kind of reserved pumpkins. But I kind of like having them in case, like for when the Halloween comes around, or Thanksgiving, where you need to have like the stuff for recipes and stuff like that. Hey Bruce, what's up, dude? I wonder who he's named after. Like, how did they come up with his little character? A Diplo skull. They always like these crankies always like the skeletons, the fossils. They always seem to be really happy with that one. If you're ever really trying to get their photo. Oh, look at Camel Frog. He's just sitting there. Hi, dude. Let's chat. Okay, well, I have to wait for him to get up, I guess, in order to give him his. So today's going to be a difficult villager day as far as getting them their gifts, because they are all wanting to either sit or be watching KK or something that's not helpful. There's my glow spot. Okay, let me get this. Well, I found my other fossil. It was hiding over here in my tulips. Sometimes it happens. You can't see them very well. I definitely need to remember to water my flowers today, because that's kind of a bummer that I forgot. And then, whoops, I don't want an axe. And then I came and there's absolutely not one flower growing. I thought they would still kind of grow even if they didn't get any water, like here and there. But they honestly don't grow any if I don't water them, like none. So, well, unless it rains, but that'll help, but not that much, honestly. Well, when it rains, it goes crazy, but I've just spent all my nets, and I think 2 of my fishing poles are gone too, so I'm gonna get a couple of those out. Let me see what I got here. Yeah, I like to have 2 of each because they get burned pretty quickly. I'm not sure how many more I have to break before I can check that off my list, but I'm hoping it's soon, because I'm tired of having these things break constantly and having to make new ones, and oh, it's just a little bit annoying. Anything with this? And you are going to be astonished at how big this bug is. There you go, buddy. Yep, I know. Nope, I don't need a detailed info, but thank you, sir. All right, well, we're coming along with our donations and stuff, which is good, but well, yeah, look at all my bugs. I don't know if I've ever had it this full, so it's pretty cool. I need to do some diving and more bug catching and stuff like that, so, but yeah, all right, let's head on down to my smug area here, since I can't really gift my villagers. Oh, that was a good valuable bug. Gosh darn it, I scared it away. Anyways, yeah, Hazel's house, my little sister Lee, is here, and then I have my smug over here. So I think what I'm gonna do is get out. I want to take up all the trees. I like to start with a fresh slate around the house, and then I will take out some things out of my storage that I might want to use around his house, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and drop some of these things over here just to get them out of my pockets. Hang on, let me put a couple things away. And then, because I need room for trees, because I don't want to actually, like, get rid of them. I just want to move them, you know what I mean? Matter of fact, let me kind of look around, because if I don't need to dig them up, I'd like to dig up this one. It's too far in front of his house, but I could probably leave that. I don't know. I'm going to dig a couple up. So let me get out. I actually probably could just come on over here and grab some pears. That would be a little easier than trying to dig around in my inventory here. So let me eat those. And then I will go over. I'm going to dig up like 3 of these trees and probably replace them or put them in different areas. And then I've got some decor. I want to do a little bit of decorating in front of his house. And then I want to, like I said, once I get some of the decor down here, I'd like to put up some yellow and blue flowers over here. I think would look cute for him. Eventually I can, you know, redo their houses on the inside and stuff like that, but I just haven't got to that yet. So, all right. So the first thing I was thinking would be really cute is a little seating area for him also, because I always think the villagers need that. And then I have a little pergola that I was going to put up, and I thought I would just put it like towards the back of his house. So let me try doing that over here. Where is it? Here. Just to look like he's got that, you know, in his backyard or side yard or whatever. Let me scooch it over just a little bit. And then in front of that, I could put the little seating area, but I don't know if I have enough room over here. Maybe I should move it to this side. Yeah, I might have to do that. Okay, let me eat one more pear so I can get that, oh my gosh, I can't get over there. So I can get that other tree out. And then I will have to move my trail along. I think I can move it down this way so it goes underneath that rock. And then I can keep this here. This, what I was going to put here. So let me eat one more pear. And then we will take this little tree out of our way. There we go. Okay. So I think the pergola is like a cute little background, you know what I mean? Because they can't really put anything under it, but you can certainly make it look kind of cute anyways. Okay, so we want to point this more to the down area. So let me see what we can do here. Let's face it down. And then this is going to be also in the way. Let's see. Is it going to be easier to get my little helmet on? It probably is. Especially with all this. And I have to get this out of the way here. Because on this side I want to put some of the wood paneling down. And I think it would look cute with that. So let me get this out of the way here. I can also change the direction a little bit of this. So we could round this off here maybe or something. Actually, I don't think that. I think that would look kind of weird. Let me get that out of the way. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to put on my little helmet. It's a little easier to switch through the pathing when you have this guy on. I feel like it's not always, but sometimes it just helps a little bit more to put it down. So, okay, let me get this going. And then I was going to do like the in-game pathing, but I don't know, since the whole rest of the island has this one. I think it would look kind of strange to have it go from this to that, you know? So I think I kind of need to leave it a little cohesive and keep it this direction. So let me I don't really want to move my rocks. I don't mind them being here. I feel like it kind of makes it look a little more natural. So I think it's kind of cool to just leave them in there. But I did want to get this going up towards Hazel's house so that the path is still joining these guys together. Alright, and then this one, I can do one more. Let's see, cross. And then I can go upward. And upward again, and then we'll just join that together right there. He's just right up in my face, isn't he? Okay, perfect. And then we'll go straight across here. And then that will kind of join these paths so that they look like they belong here. So, and then that, let's see, this one we can do a straight line across this for a second. I'll do a couple of those. And then we'll kind of just tip it up and join that to the other one. And then we're good to go. And then I just have to fill in a couple of these little holes. So, not too bad. That wasn't too bad to have to fix that. I don't mind too much. Alright, and then we'll head over here and put that one in. And maybe on this other one I'll put like a little extra flower or something. Since it's Hazel's house, you know. Perfect. Okay. Now over here, this is where I think what I'd like to do, since I'm working in some yellow over here, I'm going to use my yellow pattern that I have. So this one right here. And I'm going to put a little bit of flowers back here just so that it looks, so that it has like a little bit of something underneath that pergola, you know? And, whoops, that's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go over here. There we go. And then, oh, my Joy-Cons are acting so weird right now. It's like they're running out of juice, but they're fully charged, so I don't know what's going on with them. They've been kind of giving me off and on problems anyways, but I have extra ones. The problem is I dropped the whole contraption, my whole console, probably like the day after I got it. And it bent something on the side. It still worked and stuff, but it just kind of made it a little wonky. And I never did get it fixed or anything, but now it kind of is weird when I'm using the Joy-Cons. So you guys will hear me complain about that every now and then, which is kind of a bummer. But I guess that'll be good when the new console comes out. I'll have a replacement for that, which would be great. Okay, let's fill in the middle of this. And actually, I think I didn't need to do the bottom of this because I was going to blend in the wood at the bottom. So let me do that right now. I want to do this wood pathing here and make it look like there's a little deck on the side of his house. Why is it in there? I want it in that block right there. Perfect. Okay. And then I want to do another one here. Maybe a third? Could be. Okay. We'll see how far over I can get where I'm not inhibiting this rock over here. Oh, here, dude. Of course they want to hang out where you're working. I think I'll go over to here. So that'll be good enough space. I think. We'll see. I may have to adjust. Oh, jeez. Here we go again. Going on the crazy side. Okay. I may have to go one more over, but let's see what we can do here. Because, like I said, I'm going to put that little pergola back here as the, like, background. Right there. Cute. Okay. And then I think in front of that is where I'd like to put my big sofa. So let me see where that ended up in my pockets. I'm sure you guys love seeing me rotate through and try to find everything. Sorry about that. Sometimes it's a hunt, you know what I mean? Okay, so let me move that as far back as I can. I think that's it. And then over here, I think I'm gonna put that little rattan end table right here. And then on this side, I'm gonna put the armchair. So let me put it right here, I do believe. Good, okay. So far, so good. I wanted the little upright organizer kind of near it too, but I don't think I have space for it right there, which is kind of a bummer. I could do right here maybe, but that's in the way of the rock, and I don't really want that. Well, let's see. Okay, maybe I want to move this over a little bit then. So I'm going to go like this. Move this guy over a bit. Take that out for a second so I can move this over. It's easier than trying to place it back down where I'm at. Okay, and this shows me I'm gonna need to fix all of this up. So let me fix my little flower thing. I wanted to stretch over a little bit to where the pergola's going. So let me do that, and that way it's looking a little more like it's cohesive. And I need to move the decking over a little bit too. So let's do this one. We'll stretch it over this direction. And then we'll do a little bit more this way. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I think I can go this route. And then we'll go down to this one. And then I can just fill this in. And then I'm going to move that deck over a bit. That way I have it all filled in back here. And then we do have to move this. So, yep, I gotta pick him up anyways. All right, and then we'll put the rest of the decking down. So I have, oh, where are you? There we are. So this little end piece is going to need to just be the normal decking. And then we're gonna stretch this over one more so that it's sitting on the deck and not on the grass halfway, you know, looking weird. Okay, well, he's got quite a big little area there for himself now. And then let me put my pergola back. I want to have it where they're kind of centered up with the couch because I thought that looked good. But let me put my little upright organizer thing where I wanted it. Right there. That way I'll know couch will fit, you know. All right, and then the little sofa, I think it's over here. It is not where I thought it was. How did it get so wonky? There, it's back right where it was. Okay, there's that, and then I have my rattan end table that I'm gonna put here like I had, and then I want to put my chair back right here. All right, and then this is kind of far away from it now. Let me put it over here just a little bit. I want it to look like it's together, kind of. Okay. Now, on this one, I thought I would put my little mug because I feel like that's a good one for the little mug of, not the vase. There it is. Okay, perfect. And then I have this little rattan table. Maybe it's down here. There it is. But I need to kind of pull it away so that they can get in there. Let me see if I can walk. That's the one thing I don't love, is that the villagers can't really walk around these things that well. Can you still walk in there? No. See how far away it has to be just to let them in here. And you know they'll never be in here. But if they ever wanted to, they wouldn't be able to. So anyways, okay. Let me, on this guy, I was going to put, what was I going to put on here? A book. Because, you know, he's a Smug. He's a well-read little rabbit. And then, what else did I pick up? Oh, I want to put my little table lamp. No, you know what? That's supposed to go up here. My little rattan table lamp is going up here. All right, and then I wanted to put the little umbrella stand right by his house, so I think I'm going to put it like right here. Let me move that if it will go a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. You know, I could customize that, but I think the blue and white is suitable. I don't really love the red, but it's okay. I can't remember which umbrella it is that's going to be customized, so. All right, and then what else do I have in my little pockets here? I've got a barrel, the mountain bike. I was going to put those on this side, so I thought it would be kind of cute to have like a little ash evergreen over back here to give this area a little more different kind of tree look, you know. Well, I won't go over to one. Let's try one more. Okay. And then I want to put my barrel down. Okay, that's as far over as that will go. And then I was going to put the bird cage, I thought would look cute just kind of hanging out over here somewhere. Let me see if it'll go like, will it look good here? It won't go in. Can't walk in there like that. Yeah, that's a squeezy, so nope, birdie's not going there. You know what I can do though is put it back here by the pergola, sort of like behind here. I'll put that little bird cage in this area. Yeah, he can be hanging out that way. We'll turn him so you can see him. All right, and then on this side, let's keep going with this guy. I wanted to put his little bike parked over here because this is what he's, how he's getting around, his little mountain bike. There we go. And then on this was going to be my little record player, so I'm going to put that down here. And then if I have KK Balsa, yes. That always reminds me of Smugs because of Marshall, my little favorite boy. So I always envision them with that. And then the biotope planter thing I can put up here to give this a little bit of something. Very good. Okay, I think I want to pull that out a little bit though. It's blending in too much with that tree. Maybe one more. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And then I have this little go board and the vase. I'm not sure if I need to use those, but maybe I could put like the go board back here as like a game they pull out when they want to play it. Because I guess this is a little game. I don't know much about it though, but I was trying to read about it one time, and they said it was like a little like stone game that they play, like, but I just don't know how it's played for sure. So not the one to ask on that one at all. I'm very illiterate when it comes to that. And then on this side, maybe I can put that little small vase on the inside of this. Can I even get in there? Let me see. I'll move this over really quick and see if I can throw the vase in right here. Yeah. Perfect. And then I'll move this tree back where he was. I think it was 4 slots over. There we go. Alright, so I think that came along pretty good. I think that looks Smug-like, don't you think? He's got his trees and his little pergola and all that stuff. I do want to put some of my trees back that I dug up, so I'm going to put one right behind this barrel here, as close as I can get it without hitting myself on the ground. Is there something there? Hold on. I must have had a tree there, and okay, I don't really want it there. Maybe like right. Okay, that is not at all what I wanted to do. This is being very temperamental. Back. Okay. Okay, maybe I can't put it where I want to put it, which is right next to that evergreen. I guess that's as close as I can get it. I don't want it there. So we'll go one back here. Alright, I guess that's where I'm going to have to go. And then I think the cedar would look good back here, because I've got that other one right there next to it. And then on this side, I think I'm going to put a tree where this little orange, oops. Yeah, I don't want to put it in front of that bamboo. Although I'm going to probably move that bamboo anyways. Let me put the tree here. I think that's good. And then I might want to do, let me see if I can squeeze one more in back here. Like behind, will it go here? That would be nice if it did. Oh, it does. Okay, cool. All right, let me see how that looks from the front. All right, that looks a little more lush. I like that. And you know, I think I want to dig up this bamboo right now and put a regular hardwood there. So let me eat one more pear. And then I'll dig up that bamboo. I'm not sure where I'm going to put bamboo on my island. So far, I don't really have a villager that screams bamboo to me, like that I would want to put bamboo around. And it's not my favorite unless I have like a jungle theme island or tropical or something like that. I don't truly love it. I think I'm going to break this rock though. It's kind of bothering me being there. So I'm going to eat that and break that little rock. And then we'll go grab our flowers and some bushes. I want to get some of these blue, these ones. So I'm going to get a couple of these bushes to put back there. And then actually I can probably grab a couple of these hyacinth since they're yellow. And then I'll grab, let's see, I'm going to go grab some of my blue flowers. Of course I don't have any blue roses yet. That would be primo for O'Hare because he's very, you know, richy rich. But, or at least I would think they would be. But since I don't have any of the blue ones, unless I go steal them at a treasure island, and I don't really want to do that. I want to try to grow them on my own. I think a cute little, you know what? I think tulips, hyacinths, those would be good. And then my blue windflowers and maybe a couple pansies. Those would be good ones to put out here. So let me find where all these extras are. I think I'm gonna have to get a couple out of here. So let me take this guy and this guy. Oh, that's not a guy. Okay, here we go. And then I want to go back here. I think I have a blue windflower or something. What do I have blue out here? I don't know what this one is, but let's dig this guy up. Let's see. Is that a windflower? Yes. Why did I plant him out here? I should have had him in here because I need more of these windflowers to make babies. Oh well. Okay, and then I could put my gold flower over there since he is definitely like the little prince of the island here. So I think I'll do that. Oh, and I have some blue hyacinths too. I forget about those guys. So let me grab a couple of these little dudes. And then I think we'll be good. Oh, and I need some yellow tulips. I got plenty of those out on the beach. Then we'll just go plant all this lovely stuff and we'll be good to go. And then I think that's probably going to be it for the day on this island. I have, you know, more stuff like daily stuff to do, but I'm not going to make you sit through all that every time. And I already made you sit through like a half hour of it. So, you know, I know sometimes it's fun to watch and sometimes then it gets a little boring. So, gotta kind of mix it up a little, right? All right, so we'll grab a couple of these here tulips. I think I'm gonna grab 3 because I really want the brighter yellow mixed in over there. And is this a really big fish? It kind of is. I'm gonna get him before I go back. He's probably a bass, but you know, I have to try because, like I said, the fish I'm missing are big ones. I have to be quiet or else I can't do it. Yep, it was a stupid bass. That was a waste of time, but that's okay. I have to try. If I don't do it, then I'll miss one and then I'll be bummed out. So anyway, let me head back over here and we will do our rest of our planting and then we're all set. And O'Hare, you are going to be just having the most beautiful little front yard here. All right, so I think here I'm going to go ahead and put one of my bushes. And then next to that, I'd like to put a yellow flower. So I think I'm going to put actually, maybe I'll put my gold one here because it's right up front. So, and he's going to be a little braggy, I'm sure. So he's going to want to show that off. We'll put another bush over here. And then I'm going to plant a yellow tulip. Oh, why did he go way over there? I don't want him here. I want him here. See, wherever I had trees and stuff, I had, I had a clear mark on the ground so that it wouldn't grow flowers where I wanted the stuff to fall. But now that we're kind of further along, I don't really have to do that. So let me put this pansy here. And then on this side, let's plant a yellow hyacinth, my blue windflower, and I think I'll plant one more blue. Let's do the blue pansy just so I don't get too many weird flowers growing over here. I need to pick this guy up. I'm gonna put another bush right here. Perfect. And then I don't think I can plant anything in here. Let's see, can I? I don't think so. No, yeah, there's no area to plant. These guys, I think I'm gonna take the cosmos out and put, of course you're dying. I have another one though. There we go. All right, and then in here I'm gonna put another tulip. I like that. I think behind it I could put, if I push this spike back one, nope, I can't push it back. I don't think I could put anything else right there then, can I? No, I can't. All right, here, let's see, maybe I'll put another blue hyacinth in this area. And I think I'd like to put one more bush like right here. Just to, okay, also not where I wanted that. Let's see, is there a clear path there? No. Okay, I want to put it right here. So we'll put the blue one there. I'm gonna put the yellow highest. No, I want to put the yellow tulip. Here we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a couple more of the flowers in here. So I'm gonna put the blue hyacinth, and then I want to put the yellow hyacinth behind it. Cool. All right. I think that turned out pretty cute. So there's a little empty space in the back and stuff like that, but I don't mind. I'm trying to not like cram every single inch of this island full of stuff like I normally do. These are my money trees. So I might move those eventually, but for right now I'll keep them here. They're kind of suitable for O'Hare since he's my little rich boy. I might put in like a few other things as far as weeds and things like that as I go along, but for right now I think this is pretty good for him. Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed watching me just kind of putz around the island today and get some of my dailies done and figure out what I was going to do for O'Hare. Hopefully he ends up using some of this eventually. And but yeah, I think it turned out pretty cute. And if you guys like this video, if you could give it a like and also subscribe, that would be amazing. And I will see you on the next one. We are going to be doing the Forever Island again this week, and then next week, at least I think that's the schedule we're on. I'm not sure where it is on the video scheduling here, but when you see like the tour of the Fairy Core Island, Fae Blossom, when that one comes out, I think it'll be Monday, February 3rd, which I don't know what the date is when this one's going to come out. But when you see that video, then I will do my Forever Island on that Wednesday, and then I will do it on Friday again. And then on Monday, I'm going to debut my next video series, which I think I'm going to do the 20-acre island challenge, which is where I do all the different squares of the island on the map a different color. I mean, a different different theme. So you see where all the grids are on like the little white dash lines on the map. Every one that's a full square gets a different theme. So it could be one is cottage core, it could be one is city core, one is kid core, you know, one is a Japanese theme. One could be a theme park, one could be Western, like it just depends. So I'm going to try to think up all the different types of themes that I would like to try, and then maybe just get a little taste of those on each little parcel, basically. So, and I have to figure out what I want to call the island and stuff like that. So I'm going to be working on that right now. So I think that's the direction we're going, but we'll see for sure. I put out a little poll, and I'm kind of curious to see what you guys would like to see as well. But if everybody's in favor of that, we'll go that direction. If not, I will switch it up. So we'll just kind of see what happens. But you guys take care. Have a great day. I really appreciate having you here. I know that you have lots of other things you could be doing with your day, and just the fact that you're even listening to me or taking the time to watch my video or listen to my video while you're playing. I really appreciate you. So I hope you guys have a great day and you guys take care. Okay,